Hello, hello. I'm just getting set up. Just give me a minute. Gonna send out a link to everyone. Alright, so where have I been and what I've been doing and all this fun jazz? Well, let me show you some stuff. Um, Funny enough, somebody beat me to a punch of working on this shader type that is the same with Unreal Engine. That fits my art style perfectly. And so sometime I'm going to get in contact with this developer. It's a tree generator thing for Blender. And, and I would be super happy to kind of give away some models and assets over to them so that they can expand on all this. There's more things in here like different type of leaves, materials, and presets, and bushes, and whatnot. And you can also generate stuff, which is pretty cool. So it makes it where you can have a huge array of different variations of unique models. And what's really neat is that this style right here, this also copies from this black and white style. So let me kind of pull that up and I'll show you an idea. It's pretty much you making a template of what the leaves you want to kind of look like and stuff, and then it kind of randomly yeets it all around and stuff. So you can see it's quite beautiful because I needed something that can focus on different hues going across the board, just like how I had an Unreal Engine, and that was going to be a little bit time consuming, so I'm kind of happy that this is saving some time for that development, and then even more materials for wood. And this is going to be really great for some of our designs that we're going to do for the first map, which is going to be more of a half forest, valley, meadow type of look. That is going to be for one of our characters. Let me see if I can pull up the character and I'll show you which character it is and talk about it a little bit. Actually, it's this one. Give me a quick moment. It's going to load up. So this is Yuri, which is with her cat Stella. So we are going to be making her one of the racers and stuff. Her hometown is actually going to be one of the maps. And what's going to be really cool about this map design that we're going to do for her is where you have streams and meadows and really pretty Ghibli aesthetics of a countryside type of girl that is really connected with the forest type of elements. But she is such a very beautiful character that has a lot of different fun connection of elements that we are going to be having a blast introducing. You can see here Victoria, my spouse. She has made the sketches for me. I worked alongside with her on that. So, that's really cool. And the other stuff that I've been up to is working on these other plants. And these ones I'm just now imported. So we are going to get all these ones like up and running while you're here. And we're going to introduce a billboard effect into the grass. So it makes it where we have flowers, we get introduced with different elements in our template of testing here. And that's not all. We actually have gotten something that's very new that I have posted, which I'll show you a picture of it for now, and then we will go over it more later. If you go up here in the community Discord of Sky Studio, you'll see I made some Studio Ghibli style rocks that are for the meadow and forest elements, and you can see how beautiful these ones turned out. They're just super stylized, designed for forests, and that is the goal. So I will pull those guys in a little bit here and test them, and I will be testing the tree generator and working on my sky stuff. I'm hoping to get a couple things done today. We're also planning on working on the water elements of stylization. So that's going to be a very huge role of experimentation that we are going to be doing here soon. I'm super excited for it. Hopefully it all turns out very well. It's just a matter of working at it and getting things put together. I'm just going to be working. You're welcome to comment along and watch what I'm doing, and maybe you might learn something. If you want to support the person that has made this tree generator system, they just released it just very recently, within the last couple hours, which is 4 hours ago. You can see here, this is the stylized tree generator, which is the one that I'm currently using. And the person that has crafted this is just absolutely stunning, beautiful stylization of trees and different things. And I just want to get in touch with this person sometime and help them expand it even further, so that this becomes more widespread for other users, and just kind of get more stuff shoved into it so we can better it and make it more fat. Like, we want to fatten this thing up, right? It's like, make it better, make it where it can do different things like roots or different stuff. As it is, it's already generating beautiful results, and I'm just really stoked about this, and I'll be able to apply this to different things that I'm working on. I'm also planning on making a really ancient looking forest, that's almost like I think it's Nazca, the Valley of the Wind or something like that. I can't remember the name of it on the top of my head at the moment, but they have a lot of beautiful elements that I'm thinking about for an ancient forest that I'm going to do. Now, this is for our lively stuff, our regular scenery sets. Obviously, we made some palm trees. These palm trees are designed for one of our ocean beach maps type of things, for Flights of Aetheria, which is really, really neat. Absolutely stoked to kind of see this stuff. And I can also adjust these things and even create my own bark and substance. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So, without further ado, I actually got to get working and stuff. You're just welcome to come along to see what I do on my process and things. And I just hope you enjoy watching this. And, Victoria has worked pretty hard on making the plants and stuff. She's just absolutely done a great job on that. Let's see here if I can get this going, show you guys a really cool result. So here's this plant. Hold on, it's supposed to, hold on, I used the wrong system of mine. Let me get this. It is so pretty though. Okay. We're just... Oh, did I just suffer a crash? I think I just did. Wow, that was quick. And very unique. Blender usually never crashes on me these days. At least we didn't go far. Let me go and open it back up. Shouldn't take more than a second. Okay, so we're back on our scene here. And I'm going to delete this old rock. So real quick, I just got to re-import all my new stuff that I've been looking at. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of fun research on different plants and learning from other people. You know, and some of these plants are from different game references and stuff that we are expanding on and doing our own thing with. So really, really neat. So with this, let's go ahead and just get them going. I think that's all of them. Wait, hold on, I actually did forget a few. Let's do this again. I forgot a few. And it's like, well, let's get it going. Okay, this one. And yep, okay, this one. Do. You know, in the future, when we get this more fleshed out and stuff, I would love to make a educational course to kind of teach other developers and stuff the Ghibli art style. Once we flesh it out, we perfect it, make it look very beautiful and things, and it's just, you know, the more times we can spread the information around and help teach others and stuff, to me, that's the most important thing. You know, we need to be able to share this with other people. I think, you know, that's something that's super important. Now you can see it looks pretty cool, but we can see the opacity, the transparency is not working properly. So what we do is we go over here and you see alpha clip. So we go over here and instead of blend, we want alpha clip, and we want alpha clip for here too. And now it's not fading through. And something really cool is that I have very nice adjustments for the colors. So there we go, and I can change the colors and stuff. So really, really neat. And then also I can modify some basic values from right here, which I'm kind of going a little too fast in. But it just gives me a little bit interesting control, more so than what I have. To control the light inversions for night and for day and whatnot. I can do different things. So yeah, pretty neat. I'm just going to save as I go. So that's one plant down. Let's get this weird one done. Actually, before I do this one, what's the name of this guy? I got a random plant 01. Okay. I just want to make sure to remember the name. Now, I just want to expand on this more on my plant library, and we're going to be doing more of this for the next couple of days. You know, just keep expanding it, and we can use this for future games. Different things to kind of really save us a lot of money and time, which is pretty neat. So pretty cool. We're checking along here. Let's see here. And this one is 03. Okay. So we're just going to delete that. Go over here. And we're just going to look for the 0, 3. Looks like we forgot one plant, but that's okay. We'll hunt it down here in a minute. And then we also want to fix this. Before I forget, let's go ahead and fix the value. There we go. And we're just going to copy this new noting, and we want to select this one as well, bring it up to where it should be. So what's really neat about these cards, what we are going to do as a technique method is make it face towards the camera, you know, and we can try it out on different ideas too for what we can do and what we can, but I think it's fun just to experiment. But for me, I was just like, man, I am missing something in this stylization of our plants. It's not looking the way that we are aiming for just yet with the grass and different things. It just, I wanted more elements and different things to just take us a bit further. Let's see here. I think this is plant 5. Yep. Hello, plant 5, and this is plant 6. Alright, so this is plant 6. And boom. I am honestly so stoked for this because it's going to look super lovely. You know, the more little plants we can add that are hand painted and stylized, it's going to be great. Victoria took a bit of time to do this right here, and she's just been going through each one, and she's going through a lot of Ghibli references for plant styles, and she's creating a whole bunch of different flowers and more plants. So we can fill this up to where the grass will be a bottom layer of stylization. And I think that's going to be like just super neat. So, and something else too that we might do is do a couple other things as well for these plants to kind of help feel like there's wind and stuff. You know, we'll do a few different things. But the most biggest thing is, you know, it's just the extra detail is the most important thing and what we're aiming for. So this is plant 8. Oh, and let's see here. How far back did I forget? Okay. So we gotta fix this real quick. Alpha clip. Alpha clip. You know, I can also do a couple interesting stuff with this, but right now I just really want to experiment. It's just, that's my biggest thing, is I want to experiment, see what looks good, what looks bad, you know, and just get a little bit better, you know. So flowers, here we come. I love flowers. I can't wait to make more flowers. I want so many, and I am such a little hoarder when it comes to plants and flowers. Okay, and then it's looking pretty good. It's a nice pretty color, but I also want to see if I can add a few things. Like, what does it do when I do a few changes? Okay. Cool. That is pretty neat. Alright, I just want to see what I can do with it, and it's just pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and jump on to the next one. Let's see, Alpha's clips on. Gotta do the same to this one. Did I forget to fix the slider? I sure did. There we go. And we should go ahead and save our progress so we don't lose anything. This is plant number 3 for flower. Alright, here we go. Now we got some really pretty plants that we can throw in and do different stuff with. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think we forgot one plant, so let's just double check. I think it was one of these guys, actually. So this was like plant number 2 or something. Alright, so that's plant 1, that's plant 3. Okay, so there's another different plant that we need to grab. Okay, so we actually don't have another plant there, so we're okay. Alright, so I guess let's go ahead, see if we can pull off a fun little trick. So, there's a couple of things. One, when we do this type of technique and stuff, we want to make sure that, we're able to do some things. Oh, I think we forgot some flowers here on some clipping. Let's get that. I'm gonna go. Okay, cool. Looking good. Now we can select these plants here, and we can turn this off. Go over to, let's see here, it is, I believe it is my asset sketcher. We can sketch these in, and we can try something about this. So, we want to create a new asset item group. We're going to call this small grass plants. So what this kind of makes me be able to do is be like, oh, now I can actually sketch and paint certain things. So I go over here and then I go and see, like, okay, what direction is it all painting? Looks to be painting downwards, so let's go and fix that. Let's disable it for a second. So what we do is we just highlight them, and we do R, Y, 90 degrees, and now that should make them face upward. And if not, we can actually control the orientation over here, so it's one or the other. Okay, so it's still flat, so that means we are going to do the Y, and we want to do probably -90, and do that. Okay, so wrong direction. Let's do -90 right here, and let's see, can't really tell what plant direction is this facing? Okay, so let's, oh shoot, the other one's still on. Okay, so let's try it now. Okay, so it's upside down. So it's just 90. All right, here we go. Got a plant. Okay, now obviously we need to adjust the height of the Z offsets. So we just need to probably bring that up by a few points. And that stem is a very big stem. So, and then from here, we need to go and create this a little closer. And asset scale, we're just going to bring this down. It's going to be really small. And probably keep this at 25. Let's go ahead and start planting them in. Okay. So you can see here, now we are getting small plants, which is super great. What we're going to do too is just probably get up to 31. Get a little bit higher for that Z-axis. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm just thinking, what else do I want to do? Oh, yeah, we want to do a random rotation. Oh, wait. Did I select the wrong rotation? Hold on. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. I gotta figure out what rotation is what. So I think that just changed. Yep. Okay, so that just changed the direction. I just want to see what happens if I up one of these to like 180. Okay, that's just that. So 0. No, it's not this. It is definitely this guy. Because we need to get it random. Come on. This was working earlier. Why don't you like me? Why you gotta be so mean? Let's see here. That's too small. So we do need to adjust this a little bit. Now this should be a lot better. So I need to plant a couple to kind of see what's going on in here and what we can do to fix this. So put this one as 0 and we're gonna up this one. And is that doing my randomness? It is. Okay, sweet. We are good to go. To where this is finally working properly. I can plant a whole bunch of different things. Obviously I'm gonna have to adjust all the colors in the whole scene so things just blend in. And then let's see. Let's bring this brush size down. Aha, there it is. So now we can just plant this all over the place. This will give some really pretty extra details and stuff into our nature. Once we polish it up, oh, we just connected it to a tree. So obviously we're gonna have to experiment some more with this, but let's just see what it kind of looks like when it's rendered out and we can polish it up. So, now we need to adjust the colors a little bit and then things will start blending in. So one thing is, if you can see, these colors are in the same spectrum range, so we need to adjust that and whatnot. So let's go through here and see what we can adjust and do slight changes so that we have like brights, lows, and that just helps everything blend in and look good. All right, so and then we can probably up this one a few values. That's already pretty up. Let's do this guy. Okay, and we can also adjust the smaller plants and stuff to kind of see if we can get them to blend in a bit more. We also have a lot of flowers and things too to kind of add in, but our biggest thing is to get these guys more closer to our coloring scheme. So if we bring these guys down a few values to where they're not so bright, that might help us. Then let's render this again so we can learn and see what it did and what it didn't do. Okay, so one thing is, a lot of our little plants and stuff are super small. Our grass is probably a little bit too high, so we'll have to make a couple adjustments. But for the most part, I think we're getting there. We're getting closer. Now remember too, it's like a blending trick that we're gonna have to do. So anyway, let's see here. I think these should all be a bit bigger. So is there like a delete button? Let's see here. Let me take a picture of my settings so I can just copy my settings on over. And I'll just yeet this. And there's something. Alright. Do. There we go. Alright, so what I do is see if I can remove this, and it should. No, well, it did not. Let's see how far we can go back. Oh dear, I think we just messed up a little bit. Yeah, let's see here. How much of the height of these plants are being affected in a bad way? Quite a few. Yeah, they really need a deletion tool. I was really hoping that it would have one. I guess not. Let's see here. Very interesting. Well, I guess we'll figure it out later. It's fine. It'll make me cry, but it's okay. I really want to play with this one. So let's go and add it. And let's go ahead and see what it looks like when we yeet it on in there. And it doesn't matter if this having the plants too chaotic and stuff. It's just a testing painting ground for us. So there we go. Now we can see the plant. So it's a little bit big, so let's just adjust the scale down, and probably around to right around there. I think it's actually probably a bit bigger. And bigger, actually. Yeah, okay, I think that's a good size. All right, let's go ahead and do this changing of offset and different things. Let's go and jump that in. That just gives that a random orientation. And we're just gonna put this at 90. And then we are going to do a quick test. Kind of see if it works, if it doesn't work. Okay, so we have a bit of it underneath. So we do have to increase this some so it doesn't end up fully underneath. Okay, we're almost there. Hey, look at that. We're really close. I think it's going to be about here. Yep, okay. We're rolling. We're making it happen. So still too big. So let's bring it down. And we'll also bring this down to where we have some small ones. There we go. And we can give a couple back here. Just make it a little bit less. Pretty cool, and then we can add our other flowers in as well. Okay, and we're just gonna name this flowers, and obviously we'll have to redo some of these later on. All right, so let's go over here. And let's go ahead and fix the stuff. So this one's going to be up a bit. And then we are going to do 90 degrees right here. And this is probably going to be up by a certain amount, probably around this. And we can do a quick test. Okay. And then scale, we can bring this down by a lot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, let me just make sure it is in the right leveling. So, okay, a little bit more. We just want to bring that up some. Oh, that's so cool. We're actually getting little flowers and different things. Looks like the orange ones, the yellow ones or whatever, they do show up here and there. So we can still see them. This is great, looking really good. Okay, now what I want to do is actually edit our grass. Where's my thing? We're just going to delete this edit. And wasn't this supposed to be bumped up a lot higher? So we're going to bump this up probably around 40,000. And we're just going to bring this down. Now let's look at it in the wild. Honestly, I want this grass to be very, very short. And then we also have to fix the oomphness of it on the bottom of the settings. I'm trying to give the grass a little bit of a shape. Okay, let's see what this is doing for us so far. It's pretty cool. It's looking like a pretty good size. Maybe just slightly more of a smaller size. And let's give that a shot. There we go. Now we can start seeing little pieces and things more. Obviously this is kind of heavy-handed with the amount of different vegetations. When we go through and we actually do this for real, you know, we're gonna dial this thing way back, you know. So It's just pretty cool. We can take these guys real quick. Instead of palm trees. We'll move this on over to our vegetation collection that's growing. And then, by the way, this is what it looks like. And there is a thing over here I need to delete. There we go. And that should free it up. Super, super cool. Now, what I'm kind of curious about, so take these, do RY 90 degree, oh no, RY negative 90 degrees. Okay, let's see what happens when I add well, you know what? There is not a lot of geometry in this, so that's why it's not wanting to do much of anything. So what we'll do is we'll just give it a little bit of help, and then we can see if we can get this animated or not. See, it's not working because it's the wrong one. What are you doing? Normally you would work immediately. I guess we'll have to experiment with this later. Just want to try something. If it's because it's connected to something, maybe, I don't know. Just want to try and make sure it's none of my issue. Really interesting. So if I get this guy, which, ooh, I gotta fix the background for some reason. Why did I not do that? There we go. Huh, what happened to this? 2. Ah, there it is. Okay, there we go. Now that we know what's going on, let's see what happens when we add a little bit of detail in you. Okay. Let's just select these guys on the top row, and we are just gonna do on the x-axis. Just gonna move it by a tiny bit. There we go. And we just bring this down to smaller numbers. There we go. And then I can also control this. Huh, it's supposed to control the bottom of it. Not sure what it's doing. Weird. So all these guys are not moving. It's just because I haven't put them in my thing. Hello, Alexander Lee. I am messing around with nature. Just testing out my nature elements. Let's see here. Let me get a few of my trees in here. Make this look a little more prettier. And then I also want to get some rocks. Put in here. Let's go to some presets. Let's get some bushes yeeted in. And keep going. Lots of different trees to choose from. Just yeet one of these guys in here. And we should put this one over here. And rotate it some. Probably eat this one in the back just for trying out new things. Just see what we can do. Just really want to do a quick test. Okay, take this guy, duplicate him, put him over here, and probably put him over here. Alright, so let's just do a quick render, see how this looks. Cool. It's like we can see the different plants, the little different bushes and stuff. It's like, it's a really just big sample scene with a lot of things yeeted. In reality and stuff, we won't be putting a lot of these things in the same scene. You know, it's like you pick and choose a select limit of what you're wanting to put in. Right now it's all over the place because it's just a sample scene. Okay. Now let's get our rocks in here. So I have that in my nature library, and it's probably in here. You know, it's kind of nice. Some of these things I had for many, many years, and it's just kind of great to be able to use it. So what we want to do is just get them put in like this, and let's continue just testing these things out. Now obviously these rocks right now, they kind of look like crap, and that's because we haven't set any of them up just yet. So let's go ahead and do that so that they can all be properly up and running. Alright, so take this, delete this, and then we go in here and mossy rocks. This is 0, 1. There we go. Look at that beautiful stylized rock. That's pretty cool. And then we just do the same, and we're just going to do this all the way down. Oh, look how beautiful that is. It's like, oh, they're just so pretty. Alright, so this should be the third mossy rock. And obviously I'll create more different variations of rocks other than just mossy, but this is just my mossy rock collection that you know, I've designed for this particular set. So that's rock number 4. And I think too, let's fix the hewing. The hue is actually supposed to be a lot more down. And the saturation. I was curious why it was a little bit too different than what I designed. It's like, okay, rocks, you're too bright. You're way too bright for what I designed you for. So bring yourselves back down to where you're supposed to be. There we go. Now they're looking more natural, and just got to get this one fixed up. Cool. Now those are looking great to how we originally planned. Alright, so it's 4 rocks down. Let's go to the 5th one, and let's add UN. So here we go. It's number 6. Just gives me a whole bunch of different array of cool patterns that I can yeet in to anything. And this is obviously, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're on number 7 right now. Let's go add that in. Okay. This should be number 8. Yep, looks correct. should be number 9. Let's see, that is 9. This is 10. Great, we're getting closer. Let's see, which one was this one again? This was 11, so this one's 12. And lastly, sweet. Now all of these guys, we can go like this. We can select each of them. So we got each of these guys selected. For some reason, we got another thing selected in here. It's probably leftovers from the things I deleted with the old moss stuff. Here we go. Just want to make sure none of that still remains. Looks like the one there. Alright, cool. We got them all selected. Let's go ahead and save. I'm going to go and create a new, and this is going to be called rocks. Oh man, this whole scene is so bloated. I'm going to have to make a bigger scene and do actual separation of nature elements just to be able to fully test in the future. Why is my caps lock on? There we go. And we can go over here. So let's see if we can get these adjusted. Okay, so they are facing the right direction. That's good. Okay. So rocks are sinking into the ground. So let's actually sink them in. You know, so I think that will do the trick. So once we sink them in, when I get them to have a random rotation, I think it's probably right here that it needs to be, or did it switch on again? Probably is going to be 0, and then this will be the high one. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and adjust the scale. Sweet. Now just yeet some over here for testing purposes. Oh man, these rocks are just so perfect. They match our scenery very, very well. So that is good. And we can add a few more right here. And probably along the path here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, let's give this a quick render test. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, we have a rock in the tree right there. Let's get rid of that rock. There's a rock in the tree. Let's delete that rock. Okay. There's actually some more up here. I did not notice that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me just select one at a time. Sorry, tree. Didn't mean to abuse you by throwing rocks at you. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, these rocks blend right into our scenery. They just look so beautiful. And all the plants and stuff, you know, we can do a whole bunch of different things with them, kind of help them blend in even further. One thing that could help is if we actually adjusted them a bit more down, but we can also playing around with my shader itself to kind of make it look a little bit different if we wanted to. So yeah, you know, we can do a say if it's like a dark night, you know, you could do a certain dark hue, blue, you know, you do all kinds of things. It's gonna be really cool. So pretty neat. And choose all these things if I wanted to. So yeah, pretty cool. I feel like this is getting more closer to the nature library that I'm looking for. So in the future, you know, what I really want to do, if I can do something, I'm gonna select all of these guys. Okay. So I'm gonna unselect my rocks. If I can. Actually, I'll just go ahead and delete them. So let's just clear this patch real quick. So now when we look at this, it's just really opened. You know, now we get this really cool, pretty variations of grass, you know, and then my goal is that in certain areas and stuff, we can focus on what kind of vegetation to add when and where and how much. So for this right here, for example, it's like we up the amount and then keep the brush size small, very small, and should be even further smaller than what it is. So let me get it further down. So here we go. And now we can add certain plants for certain areas, you know. We make little patches of certain things. Now in the future, when we get the other variations design that goes along with this, you know, makes it where we can design certain Ghibli scenes and stuff with these. And I think these are looking absolutely cool. So honestly, it's like I don't even think we need to make the move and follow the camera. You know, the animation stuff, you know, we'll add all the animation to these guys. The way that we do that, if this is animated right here, we can get it going. So yeah, it's animated. Then if I go on, nope, not that one. Okay, I think this will correct it. And we should have an animated thing here. So look at that, they're all animated. So isn't that pretty cool? Not a lot of work, but you know, it's like when we set up these scenes, it's gonna look really cool. And we get more different flowers and stuff. This is just gonna look very, very pretty. I think a lot of people will love this once we get it going. So yep, that is the animated grass stuff. Rocks. Oh, I just love my rocks. It's like I want to eat them all over the place. Yeet. So you can see, like, you know, it's just, this is going to be very, very helpful for a lot of different reasons and things. You know, it's just really, really cool. You can see here. Now, if we dense this up by a lot, we can make really cool, pretty patterns. Now, just imagine that. You know, we do different patches of flowers and things. Oh, this is going to look so gorgeous. It is a breathtaking style that can be used for many different things for years to come. Once we get the other stuff added, you know, it's like, and we fine tune it, it's like the small plants, for example. Oops. I don't know where my thing went, but you know, I can definitely adjust quite a bit and stuff and do a lot of fun things. Now, one thing I do want to add, so we've seen all that, but one thing I want to experiment with is our stylization of this wind effect going along with our design here. So let me see if I can add this in. Something I made here. So this is our animation for our thing here. So what I'm kind of curious about is if we take this, obviously we will have to reanimate it. I just want to give a quick try to see what does this look like. You know, like if we were to add this to it. Which is actually already here. This is actually pretty helpful. I can just go bloop. And we can go bloop. Now we can go over here. We can zoom in. And we can see what it's going to be doing. So obviously it's not moving right now. But now you can kind of see what happens with the wind effect. So this is kind of like a really neat way to kind of give a feel of wind going through our work. It's designed with a wave texture. If you don't know what a wind texture looks like in our design, this is what it looks like. I made this in Photoshop. So, which, oh man, this is so beautiful. You know, Victoria did such a beautiful job on this. It's just absolutely breathtaking. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and give this a quick animation. So we go over here and we click 0, and we're just gonna click I 0, and then we're gonna bring this down to over here, and we are just gonna put this at let's see here. I gotta make sure this is at a right speed so it doesn't outpass the other one. So it's about -4, so if that's the case, let's do that. Still want the animation difference here to get changed out. Okay, so we're going to put this one over here to -4. So from here, this creates a animation of movement for our plants of this little wind effect. At least it should. Did I not do it right? Hold on. We have a hiccup. We must fix. I accidentally messed this up. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to bring this down to -4. And did that save it? No. There we go. So let's just watch it work. So now we can see there's a little pretty like sheen to it that just feels like wind. And if we go over here to our graph editor, we can play around with something a little bit further. So this is a little bit too smooth. So let's go and see if we can figure out where is our linear. There we go. Now it's a constant. And it will go through cycling through that. And with that one being done, makes it where when we paint our lavender, or not lavender, but we just go and paint this and we add a whole bunch. And we're just going to go, okay, let's paint. So if we actually watch, as I make this more wider, hold on. Where is my screen adjustment? Oh, it was just appearing. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna wait for the sheen. And what's going to be really cool is that it's almost like a global effect. So you can barely see it. There's a sheen that comes into it. So what we're going to do is adjust this a little bit, give it a little bit of fine tuning. So yeah, you can definitely see it, which is pretty neat. Okay, where is my node for it? Okay, and we are looking for our main plant. So one of the cool things about this, I can go down here, I can adjust the color, and I can also choose, like, you know, how much can we actually see of this and how much is it going to cover. So doing very little will help you kind of see it better. I think. Do you see it now? So if I go like that, we go over here and we actually adjust probably the rotation a little bit. Bring it down some. It's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna adjust it some more. continue playing around with this. Okay, now we can actually see it. You can see it's coming in from the wrong direction. There we go. That's funny, they're actually all random. I guess as long as they're sideways, I think it'll be fine. Alright, let's see here. And then we go and just scaling of this. See if we can find a good scale. That looks decent. Something we'll have to play around with some more sometime. You know, these artifacts are a lot bigger. So it's like, do we scale this down like this? So we can see it, and then go over here. Where's my sheen? Now with this, since our majority is like a very special color, we can add in a slight hue. And then we can adjust this. We can see what looks pretty. Oh, whoops. What happened? Mouse got stuck. Want it too high, we just want to settle. So now if we go like this, let's see what it looks like. It's like if I go up here and okay, we're doing all that high. Let's do some higher sampling. Let's probably do about 50. And then we'll add a few other things in, like a higher 4K or something. There we go, now we can see it all. Just pretty cool, you know, to be able to test and see all of that. So, anyway, I'm gonna have to do that for each one of these, and then adjust the colors as I go, and create more variations of plants. So that I can create certain unique patterns. Yet again, this is just a template for me to test certain elements of my nature, not an actual scene. I know it's a little bit overboard, but it is designed to be this way right now. But this is just really great. And I just gotta adjust my sky. Let's get this adjusted properly. I want to do a little bit more fantasy element to my sky. Let's go over to the world. Probably do this next time, but we'll see. Okay, let's see here. I think probably, let me toss in my night sky that I have. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So this is one of my night skies. I learned this from somebody on YouTube and stuff, so you can just imagine. It's like how beautiful this is going to be when we adjust all the lighting for all the plants and different things, and for all the grass. It's just going to look beautiful. But the reason why I wanted to go to this one is because my little flurries here. I want to see, instead of using all that junk for this over here, I want to try to do a few different things. I think I'm probably actually going to save this for a different time. My stomach is a little bit upset. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this for a little bit of time. So I am hopeful that you guys really enjoy. But yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next run, and I hope you guys think this is pretty cool coming along here. All right, you all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. As again,